Boys, in today's video, I'm going to be solving your problems when it comes to shooting, okay? In NBA2K25, they have made this shit so hard to shoot. It is absurd. All right, boys, so look, in today's video, I'm going to basically give you every single thing that I know to make you be able to shoot decently in this game. And I've been arguing with Twitter bots, the people that suck at the game, you know, that want the game to be realistic, and they say, oh, Steph Curry can't shoot above 45% from three, so that is, they just want it to be like real life, because they want a chance at sucking. They want me to miss my shot even if it's timed perfect, so they have a chance to beat me even though they suck and can't time theirs correctly. But I may have found the one way us elite players, if you're watching this video, I would assume you probably want to be better than other people. Most people are out here just getting on the game, playing, and they don't really care what goes on. They're like, all right, I'm putting a shot up, shit goes in, it's going up. We're not sure if it's going to go in, but the shit's going up. And that's probably not you. And if you're watching this video, you care. You want your shots to go in. And I don't blame you. I didn't get on this video game to suck, right? If I was that insane at playing basketball where I could shoot 50% from three, 60% from three, I would not be on NBA 2K. I would be on the fucking Lakers, okay? So in this video, like I said, I'm gonna give you all the tips, all the settings, all the tricks. All right, to start off this video, I'm gonna give you the main part of this video first. I'm gonna give you the main course meal first, and then, you know, if you want to polish your game up and you want to make sure you're the best you could possibly be, I'm gonna give you all the tips, tricks, settings, and all that type of stuff after the main juicy full course meal you're about to get. So as you all know, or I'm sure you know, there is a device called a Zen or a Titan that will basically time your jump shot for you and make your jump shot green automatic. And normally how that device would work, you have to press your X button and the meter will be turned on, and it would see that little green sliver in your meter and it would time it for you. This was all with the X button. You never used your right stick, which leads me to my next point. MycM has tried to force all good shooters into using now their right stick. Probably one of the biggest changes for then NBA 2K. I mean, I can't think of a bigger one. I really can't. Fuck patch and speed boosting. Fuck all the other shit. If I'm dribbling, it's most of the time on my right stick. So now we have to dribble with our right stick and then quick stop into a shot with our right stick and then shoot with our right stick. And my goal here is, if you want to be a good shooter, my goal here is to help you learn how to do this at an efficient level. All right, I'm going to talk about jump shot release cues. I'm going to talk about visual cues. I'm going to talk about the best visual cues. I'm going to give you the best jump shots for all builds, in my opinion. The best bases in the game so far that we know of, and all the settings and tips and tricks. But the main thing of this video is that if you want to be an elite shooter, if there's no patch in the near future, there's no patch to open this green window up for the X button shooters, there's no patch to, you know, make it a pure green window again for the high risk high reward shots, there's no patch to open the green window up on high risk high reward if you're wide open, because people want to act like, oh, Steph Curry only doesn't shoot 45%. Steph Curry isn't shooting only fucking wide open shots. Steph Curry is dribble pull-upping and through people's face, right? If I want to hit an open shot and shoot above 50% of the clip, you shouldn't sue me for it, right? This is what MycM has done to us, man. This is what MycM has demanded from us. This is what MycM wants from us. He wants us to use what he wants. He wants us to use the right stick. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and be teaching you how to do that. So what you're gonna do, come over here to this mycareer, bro. We'll get into the settings in a second. Just get over here to the damn mycareer, because you're gonna be in here for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna be in here for a minute, boys. So go ahead, get dinner, get lunch, get breakfast, eat, you know, keep watching this video while you eat, and then come here whenever you're done eating and tap in, because this is what you're gonna be doing all day long. All day long. Learn how to quick stop, learn how to dribble, learn how to stop into your shot. Look, I still fucked it up. But this is it, man. This is what they're forcing you to do to be a good shooter in this game. And I understand it's not, if you're a spot up, it's not that bad, right? If you're a spot up, it's not going to be that bad to do this, okay? Because it's really, really easy. It just takes a couple practice shots. It's not too hard to do. But where the problems arise is when you're a dribbler and you're comboing up and you're trying to get open and you have to pull out this fucking right stick bullshit out of your ass to score. All right, so if this is a super hard concept to understand, look, first shot with X, I'm bricking. All right, so what you're watching right now is how to do this move. Now, the way that I quick stop is when I run, I'm running, I flick up, let go, I flick up on the right stick, I flick up on the right stick to stop myself, pull down on the right stick, then go up on the right stick to, you know, when I would normally hold X and release. The start of the hold would be when you flick down, the let go of the hold is when you would flick up. As you can see, my tempo was very fast. If you go too fast, if you go too slow, you're just going to get a normal jump shot and get a very late, right? Because they still will give you a jump shot. All right, so what you're gonna want to do is make sure you're not holding right trigger when you do this, or you're gonna get like a hop back gather type of shot. If I hold the right trigger when I do this, I'm gonna get a hop shot that looks like a little bit like that, what I just did. Now, so if you want to be able to do this without hopping back, you have to let go of the right trigger. You cannot be holding the right trigger when you do this. So basically, what you will do is at the start of your jump shot, you want to hold down on the right stick. And then wherever you would normally release X at, I'll show you. I hold down on the right stick here in order to start the shots, right? And then about 2 milliseconds before this point is where I would flick it forward and let go, okay? It really is not that hard. The only time it becomes difficult is when you're a dribbler and you have to dribble and then stop and do this. That's the only real time it's hard. Sometimes on catch and shoot, it won't give you it. It'll just make you just shoot with the right stick like this, where you just pull down and let go of it and shoot. It'll give you that sometimes. But it should not be too difficult for you guys that are spot ups to get this down and be able to shoot a lot better. So if you're sitting in the corner and wreck and you get hit with a dot like that and you just use your right stick, it should be a lot more chicken than if you were to hold down the X button. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. All these people on Twitter, all these guys have been promoting all the employees at 2K have been promoting this shooting. And I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I don't think that we're ever gonna see a day again where holding the X button down is gonna be the wave, especially if you wanna be comp. It's just not gonna be the wave. Now, this is a new feature, so there's probably gonna be some kinks into it, but realistically, if this gives you a window, a bigger green window, you gotta use it. They force you to use it. If you want to be comp in this game, and it gives you right there, I just got a tempo, fast, push timing, excellent. That's what I mean. So in this game, if you want to be comp and it gives you a bigger green window, you're going to be at a disadvantage if you're not using it. That's just what it is. And I hate that it is the way it is, but it just seems like that's what it's going to be. So in order to master this, I would come in here and try all your combos out. Okay, try all your combos out in here, and then just freaking keep spamming shooting with the right stick. Right, to do my quick stop, I flick up on the right stick, let go of RT, flick down, then back up. That's all I do. Hold RT, let go of RT when I quick stop, flick down on the right stick, then back up when I want to release it. Flick up to quick stop, flick down, flick back up. It is annoying, and I do miss just being able to press the X button, but however, I don't think it's that difficult. All right, I don't think it's difficult. It's more than just, I think it's just a psychological change, considering, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I've been playing 2K since, I mean, way longer. I've been playing 2K Park since it came out, and I've been playing 2K even longer than that. So even over a decade of playing 2K, I've been using the X button and, you know, learning new different mechanics with the X button. So this is gonna be a big change for some of us, and I understand that. But if it's gonna make it where I can finally shoot above fucking 50% from 3, then it's what I'm gonna have to do, man. And if Mike Wing's not gonna give me a bigger green window on my wide open shots because he wants it to be RNG, where he lets a random number generator decide if I miss or make it, or if I full bar it, and if the latency is gonna be so bad where it's impossible to time it perfectly within the millisecond every single time, and this thing right here is gonna give me a bigger green window, then I have to use it. And I think everyone can agree that if it gives you a bigger green window and you're an elite player, you probably are gonna have to adapt and use it. If I was you, the slider I'd probably play on and practice on is ranked pro-am. I would assume that's the hardest one, not the rec. That's bot settings. Ranked 3v3, I'm not sure. This one might be also good, but I think ranked pro-am is the best, and definitely not the city. Also bot settings. You want it on ranked pro-am probably because it's gonna be the hardest to shoot on. That way you can actually get in here and get good reps up, and then when you go into the city, it should be even easier than this. However, you know, with the delay and the input lag in here, it might not be, with the delay and input lag in here, it might not still be the easiest thing in the world, because this one is way smoother. This right here is way smoother than the park is, and I'm just gonna keep it real, right? Everyone knows this shit in here is way smoother. So this will also help you get in your shot creating bag, because you can just do everything with the right stick at this point. Because I just hold down right trigger and then dance with the right stick, and I can still shoot off the dribble. So it might be good. It might make shot creators really good. I haven't really decided, but shit, that might be what I do. Just run around screens and then use their tempo shooting, because I'm seeing it now. I might find the most OP hob jumper. Look at that timing. That was brutal. I might just find the most OP hob jumper and just sit there and run around screens and fade my middies with this hob jumper, because I mean, that's what Mike's forcing me to do here, bro. I play this game for money, so I gotta find the most meta way to score, and if that's the most meta way to score and they patch dunks into the ground, then it is what it is. All right, boys, so the right stick shooting was the main course of this meal, but now I'm gonna go ahead and give you my settings, your hot zones, how to get hot zones fast, how to beat lethal shooter really easily, because I know lethal shooter has been got y'all boys stressing, and I understand he's got y'all boys stressing. I was stressing too. On my first build, I was stressing too. So again, I say this in every single one of my jump shot and build and everything else videos. The only boost that I'll buy is jump shot boost. It's the only boost to me that makes a significant difference. Now, if I play a wager, I will buy a boost in every category, because I just need to have the most advantage I can possibly have. I need it because if they buy it and I don't have it, shit, they might get some bullshit. So I buy those boosts when need be, but the only thing I ever run consistently is jump shot boost. I will not be giving my VC away to this game for anything else except my jump shot boost. Now the settings, I run high risk, high reward. I'm not even sure it's the best right now. I'm not, because I have tried normal risk reward and I don't really see that much of a difference. Considering this fact, right? Everyone in this game, I would assume, everyone, be honest with me, right? Just focus. Are the contests good in this game? Hell no. Right? Hell no, they're not good. So what is high risk doing for me? You get what I'm saying? It's making my timing and my green window smaller, but what am I'm not shooting heavily in people's faces. I'm not shooting those 30% from 2K24. I'm not shooting those 25%, those 17%, those 8%. You know, I might get a light pressure. Maybe that's the thing that I've noticed is light. I might make the light pressure ones, but the tight ones, I mean, they rarely even pop up unless I just shoot a crazy bad shot, like crazy, like this dude's standing in my grill and I pull up. Like that's the only time I get a tight. So, and shit, I have a 92 perimeter, a gold badges, and I got on my other build 92 perimeter with Hall of Fame badges with the badge elevators, and I still can't get good contests. So normal risk reward or high risk reward. I would not go low risk, low reward. You only do this whenever you're playing lethal shooter, and I'll show you why. And I'll show you the other settings that you need. And ignore my shot timing visual cue and my shot meter input type. Now, if you're going to be planning on shooting with the right stick, it's got to be on default. You can't just have it on dribble moves, because your pro sig function being on dribble moves only would make it where you cannot shoot those right stick shots, obviously. Pro sig orientation, absolute. All these two settings right here do not matter, because what is in here is overridden by your settings in here. So as you can see, for my visibility for shots, it's off. Visibility for layups, I have it on. I have my meter large and I have it to the side. I only use this for layups, but now your shot feedback, you need to have visibility on all shots, distance, timing, everything. Just have everything on just so you know what you're doing wrong. If your tempo's too fast, if you're pushing it too fast, too slow, if you got the push timing wrong, whatever. Okay, the actual shot timing itself, if you time that wrong, you'll know. Okay, and you're having a chance to adapt to it and figure it out. Now I know this is not ideal, and what we're having to do right now is not ideal. I get it, bro. I understand, but this is what we have to do here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and plug y'all with my jump shot that I've been using. Okay, Cam Thomas, Darius Garland, Trey Man, 50-50 release speed, very quick and slightly a little bit below push. Now I know a lot of people like release, but in my opinion, anywhere between where I'm at on the screen and about right here is probably gonna be the best. Going all the way to release, there's not really a cue. Okay, there's not really a cue here, but some people like it. Me, I'm good on it. I don't want it there. I want it back over here a little bit before push, right up on push, maybe a little bit after. I don't really experiment down to here to the release part, because that's not really how I shoot. That's not the cue I like, because like I said, I like looking at my hands, right? I like being able to see my hands. Like normally this is where you'd be releasing it on release. The release on release is so delayed. Like normally I would release this ball as the ball is being flicked forward, right? As it gets to the top of my head and I'm starting to go forward, that's when I'd release. On release, you're releasing it way at the end of the shot, and you can't even see a like real cue on this. I can at least see the ball when it's at the top of my head and it's about to get flicked forward, but on release there's no cue. You just see hands. Like you're just looking at your hands right here. Like I don't even know what that is or how to time that, but at the end of the day, all this is personal preference. But this is where I'd go. 2K Labs or the 2K Toots dude said he agreed with me and I agreed with him, right? I think the same thing he thinks, that you need a biggest visual cue you can possibly have, especially on this game, because I feel like the green window is so small that you need to be able to see something consistent. You need to be able to see, okay, I can time that. They took out vibration. They took out where you can feel when you're supposed to release it. So you need to at least be able to see it, or you're just going to be guessing off muscle memory, and shit, your muscle memory is half the time it's wrong. Either shooting is way too hard or our muscle memory is all wrong. Because I'm only shooting 55%. Shit, I know that's better than a lot of people out there, but I mean, that's coming from someone who shot 80% last year, 75%, 70%, anywhere between 68 to 80% is where I floated around on all my builds all last year. At the end of the last 3-4 months of last year, that's where I floated around. I know we're not there yet, so I will probably eventually get there, hopefully Mike Wang at Mike Wang, please. But this is where I would stay around. Now if you're on a 6'5" to 6'9" build, again, you see my release cue, my visual cue is somewhere between that line we were just talking about. But I've been using Jarrett Culver, Sadiq Bey, Oscar Robinson, very quick 2773. This jump shot is chicken, reminds me of Tracy McGrady, so it's a good jump shot. It's a consistent jump shot. It's my popper jump shot and I love it. I think it would also be good on taller guard builds as well. If you are someone that's taller, at least 6'10 or taller, you want to use Missy. I don't even know what the fuck his name is. Kevin Love and Dirt. 40, 60, very quick. And as you can see, again, I'm a little bit in between the set point queue and the push queue once again. Now, if you don't like this and you want to try out the visual cues, then that's fine, but just know every time you tinker with it, it's going to be a little bit different. All right, so now that I've given you boys the best jump shots, I'm going to teach you one of the most important things in this game is your hot zones. It's the last part of this video. If you stay to the end, this is the part that's probably going to help you out the most. At least it should. Okay, what you want to do is before you ever go in here to the art of shooting, what you're going to do is you're going to put this, and make sure you remember to take this off. What you're going to do is go to controller settings, put your shot timing profile on low risk, low reward. Okay, then you're going to go to your settings and make sure, because when I first played Lethal Shooter, my shit was on Hall of Fame and he was looking like Ray Allen on crack cocaine. Okay, so you're going to put this on rookie, so Lethal Shooter will at least suck a little bit, right? You want him to suck a little bit, because I mean, on Hall of Fame, he is a demigod. I've already completed this and I've already got 3 lethals for 3 weeks. All I have to do, I made it on a new build. I did this on a new build. I have to get this above 55% and it will turn to lethal. And I have to get this above 55% and it will turn lethal. All this was empty. As you can see, I've been fading to the left and been fucking kadoinking apparently with this. But all you want to do is turn on those settings and you're going to be able to beat the shit out of Lethal Shooter. And if you don't, you pull this up and you can't tie him. To make it clear, you cannot tie him. It will say zone boosted. I'm trying to tell you right now, it's going to tell you it's zone boosted, but it is not going to give you any boost to your hotspot. What is imdavisss doing over here? So you put your shit on low risk, low reward, and you should have no problem beating Lethal Shooter, okay? So if you do lose to him, if you tie him, just dashboard. And if you get to this spot and you wait to the last shot and you let that last shot go in and he ties you, you're not going to get it. Even if you dashboard, it's going to lock it in and save the changes. You have all the way until you get to that last zone in order to get out of there. All right, now for the rest of your hot zones, you're going to go over here to the Dunes Courts. I have full videos on this. There will be links in the description if you want a full how to get hot zones full method on that. I will post it, but this is just to wrap the video up and give you all the best methods possible quickly. Okay, you run over to the Dunes Court, you use the Zach Levine or Luca or normal step back if you're a big guy with no hot zones and no dribble moves, and you shoot over Danny Dunkman's teammate named Cashnasty. He's a little bit special, so is Danny Dunkman. They're both a little bit up there in the head. It doesn't matter who you put on your team, you just need to shoot at those spots where you need hot zones over and over again. Do the snatchback, hold down the right trigger, flick down on the right stick, go into your shot, and that's all you need, my boys. That's the best advice you're gonna get on how to shoot good in this game. And I'm sorry if you can't get above 60% or you can only get to 50% and that's it. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I really wish I could help you become 75% shooters, 80% shooters like I was last year, and maybe one day I will be able to. I have been shooting a lot better with the right stick method, but I think, unfortunately, I think the casuals won and they want it to be as realistic as possible, and I think it's going to be bad for the rest of the year. But you know, it's what else, who else other than 2K to get all the legend rewards, to get this beautiful city? It's not even that bad. Get the nice event center, get the nice new stage, the nice new proving ground modes, bring back the mycareer, fix Ryzen Elite affiliations, just for the shooting and the gameplay to be bad. What other company besides 2K would do that to us, man? You know, it's just funny. But I love y'all boys. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and I will see y'all in the next banger, man. Peace.